Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Set, ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Paulson Adebo. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expecting the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Chargers take over first and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to take another shot here, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Chargers at 9-2 to start play. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A gain of 2 brings up
3rd and 2, Watson. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn,
he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Hey, check nigga.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's It's caught left sideline. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7th. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. The handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on the lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, but we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Fox. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got
to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Chargers, nothing.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Faking the give. Now Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Finding Gray on the out route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on it man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches, you're looking for every...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Watson. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the end zone, Watson. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
On the double.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Hey, confused. Set.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fight 60. 97.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got to make. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gray. And he goes out right around the 39. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every